Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling an interesting challenge exploring fat loss habits by Ben Carpenter. We're going to distill it into 10 takeaways, and get this, we can't repeat any words during our entire conversation.
Sounds tricky. Definitely forces us to think outside the box and play with language.
It's going to be like mental gymnastics. So the book starts by addressing this, well, almost contradiction. Dieting is huge, but at the same time, we've got this global obesity problem. It's like, well, are we fighting a losing battle here?
Right. Carpenter, the author, points out almost half of adults in, well, developed countries try to lose weight every year. Yet obesity's on the rise, so maybe willpower isn't the only thing at play.
So it's bigger than just blaming ourselves for not having enough self-control. We need to zoom out a bit, see the bigger picture.
Right.
Carpenter really drives this point home when he talks about how our surroundings have, well, changed. Over the past 70 years, it's gotten easier and easier to gain weight, almost like it's set up that way.
Exactly. Just look around, like at gas stations. They're packed with snacks, right? Or how about vending machines? They're everywhere. These calorie-dense, easy options are basically inescapable.
It's like tempting us at every corner. Oh, and the book also gets into food advertising. All those images, making you crave stuff, they play a big role in what we choose to eat.
Yeah, definitely a big factor. Carpenter then tackles this common misconception, the idea that genetics has no impact on weight. He uses twin studies, research on adopted kids. It all shows there's a genetic link to how we store body fat.
So some people might be wired to have bigger appetites, making weight loss even harder for them.
Exactly. It's biology, can't ignore it. And then Carpenter dives into how our bodies adapt to weight loss, talks about the set point theory. Basically, as you lose weight, your metabolism can slow down, making it harder to keep it off.
So our body fights back against our efforts to slim down.
Kind of, yeah. And on top of that, you tend to get hungrier, making it tougher to stick to a calorie deficit.
Sounds like a constant battle.
Which is why Carpenter emphasizes shifting our focus away from the number on the scale. He uses this analogy of skin health. Some people have naturally great skin without trying. Others, well, struggle no matter what products they use.
I like that. It really gets the point across. Genetics, environment, even our psychology, they all affect how much fat we store, no matter how much willpower we have.
Exactly. The book argues that healthy behaviors are more important than fixating on a specific weight. He gets into habit building, arguing that willpower alone isn't enough for sustainable weight management.
Because willpower can be, well, unreliable.
Right. Think about it. Have you ever just mindlessly grabbed snacks while watching a movie? It's automatic. You don't even think about it.
We're on autopilot.
Carpenter even quotes William James, who said, "The more of the details of our daily life we can hand over to the effortless custody of automatism, the more our higher powers of mind will be set free for their own proper work." Basically, automating good habits frees up our minds for more complex stuff.
It's brilliant. So instead of battling our impulses, we can set up routines that, support our goals. And in Fat Loss Habits, Carpenter lays out 10 specific habits for lasting success.
These habits give you tools to improve your health. It's not about deprivation, more like a healthier lifestyle.
One that stuck with me was cutting back on sugary drinks. They can really add up without you realizing it.
For sure. Plus, they don't fill you up like solid food, so you end up consuming more calories overall.
Simple swap, big impact.
Another one he stresses is watching out for hidden fat. It's sneaky, adds calories without you knowing it.
Yeah, I was trying to learn how many snacks get most of their calories from fat, not sugar.
Eye-opening, right. And then, of course, there's exercise.
Got to talk about that. Can't have a conversation about fat loss without mentioning exercise.
It's a key player, but Carpenter provides some interesting perspectives on its role in weight loss. It's not always a straightforward equation.
It can be frustrating. You put in the work, but the scale doesn't budge.
And that's why the book highlights the numerous benefits of exercise that go beyond just shedding pounds.
It's about overall well-being, both physical and mental.
Exactly. Sustainable, healthy living, that's the goal. He also talks about exercise snacks, short bursts of activity throughout your day.
Great way to get moving when you're busy.
And they can be surprisingly effective. Even a little bit of movement burns calories and can be a stepping stone to a more regular exercise routine. Then, Carpenter delves into something crucial, but often overlooked: sleep.
We don't always appreciate how much sleep affects our health.
Not getting enough can throw off our hormones, making us hungrier and crave more food.
It's like our body tries to make up for the lack of sleep with food.
Plus, research shows that not sleeping enough can even hinder muscle growth and repair.
So even if you're hitting the gym, bad sleep can hold you back.
It all comes back to the fact that our bodies are interconnected systems. Everything affects everything else. And the book then goes into supporting skills, like dealing with emotional triggers and being kinder to yourself. It's about the mental side of weight management.
Now we're getting personal, going beyond calories and exercise. It's about our emotional relationship with food.
Right. Comfort eating is a common coping mechanism. The book helps you understand why we turn to food for comfort.
And finding healthier ways to manage stress and emotions.
And self-compassion, we all stumble. It's about seeing those stumbles as opportunities to learn, not as reasons to beat ourselves up.
Instead of guilt and shame, we can be understanding and kind to ourselves.
Exactly. It's about fostering a more supportive inner voice. And then Fat Loss Habits tackles a topic that people have strong opinions about: regular weighing.
Some find the scale helpful, others, well, it messes with their mental state.
The book lays out both the pros and cons, acknowledging its potential benefits, but also warning about the potential downsides. For some, the scale becomes an obsession, leading to anxiety and damaging self-worth.
So the book stresses focusing on healthy behaviors, even if the scale doesn't move right away.
Trust the process. Lasting change takes time.
It's about finding what works for you. Some people thrive on regular weigh-ins, others, well, it's not good for their mental health.
Listen to your body. Listen to your mind.
Lastly, Fat Loss Habits gets into the value of tracking your progress, like keeping a food diary or using apps.
The book talks about research showing that tracking what you eat is effective, makes you more aware and accountable.
Shines a light on those unconscious habits.
Exactly. You gather data, spot triggers, and make informed adjustments.
Wow, we've covered a lot, from the science of weight loss to the mental game of behavior change. But we're not done yet, right?
You got it. Remember that challenge. We got to sum up Fat Loss Habits into 10 takeaways, and we can't use any words we've already said. This is where it gets interesting. Ready for the final stretch?
Bring it on. Let's see if we can crack this linguistic puzzle. 10 fresh insights from Fat Loss Habits without repeating a single word. Think we can pull it off?
Challenge accepted. Game on.
All right, takeaway number 1. Our modern world is practically engineered for weight gain.
A potent cocktail of readily available, hyper-palatable food, pervasive marketing, and technology that encourages inactivity.
Takeaway number 2. Everyone's got their own unique blueprint that influences their relationship with food and their weight.
Genes wield considerable power over appetite regulation, metabolism, and how we store fat.
Takeaway number 3. True transformation hinges on building healthy routines, not fixating on that number on the scale.
Prioritizing consistent actions over just weight outcomes is essential for lasting change.
Takeaway number 4. It's not about fleeting willpower. Real success lies in the power of ingrained patterns.
Cultivating automatic, healthy habits frees our minds for other endeavors.
Takeaway number 5. A diet rich in vibrant produce is the cornerstone of good health.
Fruits and vegetables are nutritional powerhouses that promote satiety and provide a solid foundation for a healthy diet.
Takeaway number 6. Watch out for those hidden fats. They're sneaky little devils that add up without us even realizing it.
Scrutinizing food choices, especially processed ones, helps us manage our total caloric intake effectively.
Takeaway number 7. Staying well hydrated is essential for our bodies to function properly.
Choosing water over sugary beverages is a simple but effective way to support health and manage calorie consumption.
Takeaway number 8. It's not just about scheduled workouts. Physical activity encompasses so much more.
Incorporating movement into our daily routines, like walking or taking the stairs, offers remarkable cumulative benefits for overall well-being.
Takeaway number 9. Adequate restorative sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's vital for maintaining metabolic balance.
When we get enough sleep, our hormones stay regulated, which helps control appetite and keeps our energy levels in check.
And takeaway number 10. It's not just what we eat, but how we eat that matters.
Savoring each bite, eliminating distractions during meals, and eating at a relaxed pace allow our body's natural fullness signals to work properly.
Boom. 10 key takeaways from Fat Loss Habits without a single repeated word. That was a verbal marathon.
It's amazing how that restriction forced us to be more precise with our language and really dig into the essence of these concepts.
It definitely stretched our brains. But I think it's been a valuable exercise, both for us and hopefully for our listener. Now they have 10 unique points to consider, plus that thought-provoking question about their why. I hope this inspires them to embark on their own journey of transformation, armed with knowledge, self-compassion, and a clear sense of purpose.
Absolutely. And remember, dear listener, this journey isn't about crossing a finish line. It's an ongoing process of growth and self-discovery. It's about learning to nourish your body and mind, developing healthy habits, and finding joy in becoming the healthiest version of yourself.
We really dug deep into fat loss habits, huh? Got those 10 takeaways and never repeated a single word. I think it really shows how much there is to unpack when it comes to weight loss.
It's been a fun challenge, really made us get creative with language, like thinking about the nuances of each idea.
It was definitely a brain teaser, but I think it paid off.
Hmm.
Our listeners got some great insights to ponder now, plus that big question about their personal why. Hopefully they feel empowered to, well, make some positive changes with knowledge and kindness towards themselves.
I hope so too. It's so important to remember this journey isn't about a destination. It's like an ongoing process. You learn, you grow, you discover more about yourself, both mentally and physically. It's about finding that balance.
Nicely put. And for our listeners out there, keep exploring, asking questions, and believing in yourself. You got this. Until next time, happy diving.